Hey everyone, it's Rebecca Scritchfield with DietsAndReview.com, and today I have a very sweet nutrition tip for you. So if there's one area of nutrition know-how that my clients are totally confused on, it has to do with sugar. And in this video blog, I hope to clear some things up for you. Now I can go on and on and on about different elements of sugar, but I'm going to keep it short and sweet today and talk about the difference between naturally occurring sugars and added sugars. All right, first tip. If your food does not come with a nutrition label, such as this tomato or maybe a fresh piece of fruit, that is what's considered an all-natural occurring sugar. And we want fresh fruits and vegetables to be a healthy part of our eating plan. I have had clients ask me, is it okay to eat cherries because they're high in sugar? I've also been asked, are carrots a high sugar vegetable? Should I avoid them? All right, so what I want to clear up there again is if it is a fresh fruit or vegetable, if it doesn't come in a label, don't worry so much about the sugars. Another great example of this is in milk. Low-fat milk can be a healthy part of breakfast. You can use low-fat milk in recipes, but people sometimes worry about the sugar that's on the label. Again, that is a sugar that is a milk sugar, and you don't need to worry about it as much as some of the other ways you can get added sugars. And I'm going to highlight a few of those for you too. So again, first I mentioned the food label. All right, this is a processed food. This is a canned pumpkin. And if you look at the label, you would notice that it has 4 grams of sugar on it. But does this have added sugar? You won't know unless you look at the ingredients list, okay? So that's a very important tip. When you're looking at the label, look for the ingredients list. This canned pumpkin is a processed food. It has one ingredient, and that is pureed pumpkin, no added sugar. But you're not going to know that until you look at the ingredients list. Now, there are some foods that can have added sugars. This is an oatmeal, and this is a cereal. The oatmeal actually has no added sugars. It's unflavored, and you could flavor it yourself with maybe some fresh or frozen berries, which again have naturally occurring sugars. Cereals can be one of those areas that do tend to have a lot of added sugar. So I would recommend looking at the label to see how much sugar is in the serving size. In this example, you get an entire cup of cereal for about 6 grams of sugar. Then you just want to check out the ingredients list to see what kind of sugar it is if you care about it. From a calorie standpoint, it's all the same, but different people have different preferences for sugar. So without getting into all that, you're just going to want to look at what's right for you and see if that's enough to be part of your healthy eating plan, but not put it overboard. Okay, from my perspective, it's better that you eat a healthy breakfast that can be a healthy high-fiber cereal, and don't worry about the sugar content unless you know there's a lot of extra sugars that have been added to the cereal. Now, an area where people tend to forget about is alcohol. Now, this is a mixer, and on the back of this label, it has 20 grams of sugar in 3 ounces. This is basically water and sugar, and then you're going to mix this with some alcohol, which is also a source of empty calories. The difference? Okay, so our mixed drink here has a lot of empty calories, added sugar. This is the stuff that you want to moderate and control. Don't worry about, do my cherries have too much sugar? Okay, and believe it, this is a true story. I get that comment from people, and it is very surprising to me. Lastly, okay, you want to think about liquid calories. And I'm a balance and moderation type of person. If you like 100% fruit juices, sweetened beverages such as sodas or sweetened teas, I am all about portion control. The regular serving size is 1 cup. The problem is that what you're served is usually a 22-ounce beverage, and that adds up to a lot of empty calorie added sugars. In fact, there are 5 tablespoons of sugar in 1 22-ounce beverage. So here I go with my clear cup and my tablespoon measure, and I'm just going to show you how much added sugar you're getting in 1. All right, count with me. This is 1 and 2 and 3. 2 more. No, we're not doing crunches, although we should be if we're taking this. 4 and 5. All All right, and I do this to illustrate the point is that you don't see this sugar when you drink the beverage. It's summertime, you're hot, you're thirsty, you want something to drink, so you might go for a refreshing beverage. Double check that label, see how much added sugar is included, see if there's a way that you can maybe buy some water or get some water out of the tap and just dilute your fruit juice with some water and do a mixture to make that beverage that you're buying go a long way. The second tip would just be decrease the frequency. So I consider caloric beverages a rarely type of food. For dietsandreview.com, I'm Rebecca Scritchfield.